I would say that it was a lot deeper than I thought it would be, but I got a lot out of that.
It's just still been a really good experience. You use that for your CV and you learn a bit more through it and become a bit less ignorant, so it's good.
It opens your eyes to different things in society.
It's just really inspired me to go away and do like more volunteering.
Culmination of a whole 15-week programme called Fighting for Peace, where young people have been given the opportunity to discuss issues of concern both locally, nationally and internationally even, that they don't ordinarily get a chance to discuss in the classroom.
We learn about different types of peace, we learn about poverty, we learn about lots and lots of...
We learn about good communication and bad communication.
We done fun activities.
How to make the world a better place.
Bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true.
It's given them an opportunity to open their minds and to think about what is going to affect them in their later life and what choices they're going to make for themselves, both in their professional life and in their personal life.
IVS gave them the opportunity to see how they could contribute both locally, more widely across the city, and even in the international dimension. It gives them a better idea of global citizenship, for example, in a realistic and practical sense.
You find me somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dare to.
I actually was quite surprised. I thought there'd be a lot more like kind of presentations and a lot more speaking, but it's actually been nice and relaxed.
We give them a tiny bit of theoretical input, something new that they haven't heard of before, and then we try and draw out the existing knowledge.
To myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue.
My favourite part's probably been just when we kind of talk about current issues and like discuss and what effect they have. I love learning about like how these different conflicts are and some really surprising things that I didn't think before.
I really like the debates because I just like a good argument in general. So
I think it was a lot more informative than I expected. I learned like a lot of things about the issues in the world.
Being a global citizen and knowing that you are responsible for other actions that are occurring to other people in the world and their impact, yeah, so we were more aware of that.
We're not aware of actually using stereotypes, but when you highlight them, you actually evaluate yourself.
So pretty in the sky.
So at the end of the program we did a residential weekend with the students, putting to practice all we have been working on during the program. So the students were cooking with fair trade products, they did some arts with recycling items, and they spent one day out volunteering with the Water of Leith Trust.
Claire, do you do the dishes?
All the time.
Think to myself.
Stirring vegetables.
Vegetables for what?
Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind.
We are making a tree because trees benefit all.
High above the chimney top, that's where
This is my learning stereotype.
find me, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. The dream that you dare to, why, oh why can't I? Ooh.
Wave with your glove.
From the point of view of the Waterleaf Conservation Trust, we certainly wouldn't be able to do all the jobs that we have to do without people like these guys here helping us out.
We're here as part of IBS to try and help the environment and hopefully by the end of it achieve our ASDAN award whilst having fun.
It's just good to do something a bit selfless once in a while, because we tend to be a bit focused in on ourselves most of the time. You don't really think that, you know, it's good to think that people come out and do kind of projects in your community like this.
Citizenship is also a key part of the programme, where we bring young people together and we ask them to do some work in their local area as a sense of giving back, so they understand that everybody in society, in order for our society to work properly, needs everybody to give a helping hand.
If we just sat there and did nothing, then nothing would change, but if we volunteer, then we can actually change things.
Helps prove your commitment to your neighbourhood, your community.
We're cutting back cutting these things and clearing the path.
So the path looks neater and so it doesn't get overgrown and the access to the water is better.
When the young people actually do the work and they see how physical it is, I think it really drove that message home that the river was important and that it was important to look after it and that it was everybody's responsibility.
The course changed most of my opinions, and I didn't actually really think of most of the things we'd be discussing before by myself.
It's a great laugh and you learn a lot of good things.
They grew hugely in confidence. I was amazed to see them at the end all come together and all getting on great. I mean, they seem like lifelong friends now.
Working with the different people from the other schools has just been great.
It's great. It looks great in the CV too. I enjoyed it.
Definitely, like after 6th year, I'm going to go away and volunteer with the IBS for like 2 months in like a different country.
There was an opportunity that came up near the end of the Fighting for Peace programme, and it was to learn all about sustainability and things. So we went to Italy and we went to various farms and heard different people talk about their opinions on sustainability.
Meets a lot of the criteria that we're looking for in senior school. It covers wider achievement, it brings us in with external partners, and for a whole variety of reasons I think it's something that schools should consider doing.
Overall the programme in general is great.
Everyone should do it. I think just by when you hear the pupils talk about it and they're so enthusiastic, I think it can't be anything but a benefit to a young person.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
It's okay.
Hi. Now I'm going to walk to our own shop.
My dreams, I see you. You should go on it. Anyone watching?
Yay!
It's a good thing.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.